All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to connect GiveWP MCP server. GiveWP recently released an MCP server. What is MCP server? MCP server is a model context protocol that allows AI agents like Blockli Assistant to interact with your application. So in this case, GiveWP MCP. So if GiveWP didn't release an MCP server, we would have to build that from scratch ourselves, like we did with all the other things that we're doing. For example, the plugin manager, the body boss manager, all of the different agents that we build, we have to build MCPs for them. But thankfully, GiveWP has an MCP server, so it's as simple as now. MCP servers, you can't do anything with it if you don't have a chat interface like this, cursor or ChatGPT playground. So there's really no way you could use that GiveWP MCP server except if you have an application like this. So right here, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to settings and we're gonna go and connect WordPress. So even though we're in WordPress, what we're basically doing here is that you are providing application password and all of these stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then come back. So I have successfully connected, provided my application password. You can see here, this is connected, right? So once I've connected that, now we can jump back here and go to agents, and then we can go grab that GiveWP agent. Now we're gonna open this agent and we can start conversation, right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna, we can just ask a question. Hey, what can you do? Right? I always like to ask that question. And once we ask that question, then we can take it from there. So you can see here, it says, nice to meet you. I'm the GiveWP agent. I manage donations, campaigns, fundraising, and all that stuff for the GiveWP plugin, right? I can create, duplicate, update, archive, So in this case, let me see what I have. As you can see here, I don't have anything. GiveWP is just freshly installed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask our agent to create a campaign. So create a campaign. Also create a campaign called water and the campaign. I don't even know what we need to create a campaign. So so I'm just gonna ask, what do we need? So basically it says, well, I can create a campaign. Oh boy, let's see what it's saying. Okay, awesome. So I can create a campaign. Before I create a campaign, I need to confirm details like below, checklist and all that. What's the campaign title, fundraising goal, all that stuff, right? Campaign, whatever. So I'm just gonna ask you just, use, tentative values for now, right? So that way you could just do that. So you're asking me for confirmation, right? So it's gonna create that, set the goal to 10,000, start it immediately and do all that stuff. Sure, go ahead and create the draft. Yeah, proceed to create the draft. That's fine with me. And I'll just ask you to do that. I mean, I just don't know how to use GiveWP, whatever. So, I could have just told you exactly what I needed to do. I need to just go there. But again, that's what agents are supposed to do. They help us to understand how to use the tools that we're trying to use without us having to go search and figure out how to use that tool, right? So he's doing that work. He's running all the necessary things he needs and provisioning that, and he's just going to create that campaign and set it all up for us. And we're going to check it out and see what we've got. As you can see here, it has successfully created the campaign. So success, the draft campaign has been created, title, water, and all the information. And then it provided the edit link, which you can of course click on this, and it will take you to go check out that campaign where it's created. So you can see it here. But of course, if we go to the back end, so let's go here, let's go to GiveWP. You can see here that campaign has been created, and then you can click here and you can see all the details. The agent meticulously created everything that is needed to run that campaign. So he created the campaign overview. So we can go to the forms. You can see it also created the form that is used for that campaign, and then all the settings, what are for the needy, how to provide all of that stuff. And so this gives you a starting point for your campaigns. And then let's even try to do a donation. So let's go to so let's go here. So I've gone ahead here and made a donation. So what I want to test now is we're going to go here and we're going to ask you to run sort of like an analysis of donations. So I'm going to say what are there any recent donations? So you can see here it found that there was a test donation that was done, $500. So let's see the type of analysis we can do with the GiveWP MCP server. So we're going to say create a line graph of donations in the past 7 days. And then we're just going to hit that. So you can see here, it was able to find donations in the last 30 days. And Blockli Assistant, it's able to plot the graph for you. So you can see here, we can actually export this data as a CSV, right? We can export that data as a CSV. So you can see here, the GiveWP MCP server, Blockli AI Assistant is able to use that MCP server to return insights, create donations, manage donations, and do pretty much everything you can do, or even much more, if you are actually trying to do this in the WordPress backend. But we can see here, it's able to pull all that data for us and analyze that and plot a graph. And by the way, this graph is an actual live graph. So you can see here, like this is an actual data. You can export that and take that CSV and put it anywhere or do whatever you want to do with it. But you can see an actual graph or chart about what you're actually trying to do. So I think that's pretty cool. So Blockli AI Assistant has the ability to work with any MCP server, right? Like you just have to connect that and then off you go. So that's it.